here. So the DSN League, which is everybody on a DSN for the media team, we have a league here. It's going to be 12 teams again with a super flex. Let's see, we have actually same exact construction. This team I think is actually pretty good. And you're going to see why here. So I drafted first overall. So anybody who saw my mock, you saw it. My 1-2, Jonathan Taylor and James Conner, bang, bang. So right here, I got for my running back core, I have Jonathan Taylor, I have James Conner, I have Josh Jacobs, and I have Naeem Hines. I spelled myself. A really limited roster there. I'm only going very shallow. Let's be real. If I have an injury to Jonathan Taylor, my season's screwed anyway. If he's healthy, I'm going to be in a really good spot because this dude is going to be getting 20 plus almost every week. There's a reason he went number 1 overall. There's a reason in auctions he was going for 60 plus. This dude is absolutely the vibe. My only concern is if he gets hurt and I have Hines to at least stifle the blow. There's no way I'm going to win if Jonathan Taylor gets hurt, but at the very least, I may still be able to sneak into the playoffs there. Receiver wise, very PPR heavy again. So I have CD Lamb, very heavy targets that I talked about in my top 10 wide receivers for fantasy. I put him at number 4 overall because I do think he'll get a real ton of targets. Marquise Hollywood Brown for the same reasons I've already discussed on my previous team. And then I have Drake London, Sky Moore again. Drake London, hopefully a wide receiver 1 in Atlanta. Sky Moore is somebody I'm just taking a flyer on. Maybe he pops off because there's no real solid number 1 in Kansas City, and he very much feels like that sort of Tyreek Hill vibe again, speedster out of Western Michigan. So hopefully he does pretty good. Tight end wise, Zach Ertz. Quarterbacks, I have Trevor Lawrence again, Derek Carr again. I did have the 1-2 of Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. The only reason I have Ridder is because I don't think Mariota is going to keep the job. I'll be honest, I'm probably going to drop one of these two. These aren't great backup quarterbacks, but I think in our pool for who we have left, Jacoby Brissett, Joe Flacco. Yeah, that's horrible. So I don't really have much of a choice. It's going to be Derek Carr and Trevor Lawrence most of the way. For this team, I will also put I'm going to put it at B- because of the Jonathan Taylor effect. That is this team. They make no mistake about it. If Jonathan Taylor's healthy, I'm making the playoffs, almost no question. If he gets hurt, probably not making the playoffs. So again, half point PPR 12 team. Rosters are really thin as it is. If Jonathan Taylor's hurt, I'm screwed. But for now, doing pretty good. A team that I'm feeling real solid about, and this is just a team standard 10 team, and I was the 8th place in the snake draft, if memory serves. 8th place. So right here, I have Russell Wilson as quarterback. This is just standard stuff for the defense. Joe Mixon, who I love as a running back. I think he's going to be awesome. And in my power tier rankings, I think I am 4th overall for running back rankings. Josh Jacobs again. Devontae Adams, who I believe I had 3rd in my top 10 for fantasy wide receivers. So hyped that I got Devontae Adams here. I got T. Higgins as well, Kyle Pitts, J.K. Dobbins as a flyer. I pray that Baltimore is going to actually give him carries to take the load off of Lamar. Indianapolis defense, and then I got James Robinson, Rashad White, D-Hop to throw in there again, Drake London, Dubes, who I believe has been the kind of favorite for Aaron Rodgers this year, so hopefully he does some pretty good stuff. I have Sky Moore across all 3 leagues, and then Zach Ertz as well. So this team, I think it's a substantially more balanced. Russell Wilson, if he has the MVP type here, I'm expecting big ups there. Joe Mixon, I think, is going to be a top 3 fantasy, top 3, top 4, and let's go top 5, actually. Top 5 fantasy player overall, so I'm good there. Devontae Adams, I think, like I said, top 3 for receivers. Kyle Pitts is a top 3 tight end. And then if any of these guys pop at all, so D-Hop being able to throw him into the mix and match that, put him into the flex spot here. But if for whatever reason Dobbins does awesome, I mean, then you have boom, boom, RB1 guarantee and an RB2 where I can kind of stream Jacobs and Dobbins. So with this team, I'm putting them at a solid B. Draft wise, there's some hits there. There's some risk, which is part of the point. Like DeAndre Hopkins, I have in 2 of my leagues. I'm fully expecting to have a really slow start. However, towards the back end of the year, I fully expect my teams to be popping